All right, my Odum Production people, welcome back. This is Emeka Nwadiogbu again, coming with another project, personal project that I did yesterday. I went downtown, shot a time lapse, and the reason why I'm sharing this project with you guys is because I took out my old Blackmagic Pocket, the original, the real small Blackmagic Pocket. I don't know if you guys remember that one. It's a beautiful picture. Really liked it. Got a great time lapse out there. Did some color correction and with the ACES profile. Just practicing with the ACES. My output gamma was Rec 709, but I used ACES CC for my input gamma as well as the other color profiles. But yeah, man, I'm really excited about it. Oh, also I put my color compressor for Aces as well, Aces CT. Really excited about it. Thought it came out really good. Probably some changes that I'll do to it, before I export it out, as far as like the highlights. But man, it was a beautiful day. I mean, it's probably around 85, no more than 90 degrees outside. Um, there was not as many people downtown as there usually is. Usually, prior to COVID, there was tons and tons of people that you can catch downtown in Phoenix. But I met some good people there. A guy named Edgar, business banker over at Comerica, and then another gentleman, an older gentleman, black man that's a lawyer. He was walking with a cane. I didn't want to bother him too much, but he came up to me and was like, "Hey, are you a star?" I was like, "No, not a star. I'm on the other side of the camera." And he was like, "Oh, well, hey, if you ever need a lawyer, just let me know." And I was like, "Yeah, that's what's up, man." But yeah, man, it was a great experience out there. Really have fun. Um, I don't know, man. I'm really liking this Blackmagic original. Really liking it. Real light. When you shoot raw in the Blackmagic original, you can shoot 2.7 in raw. If you go to ProRes, then obviously it's 1080. So it doesn't shoot more than 1080 or 2.7 naturally, but man, the color science of the Blackmagic original, the color science of the Blackmagic period is awesome. But then like this one, it's like, okay, you really start appreciating the older forms of Blackmagic and, the breaking moves that they've made moving forward, It's just real quite experience just witnessing like how fascinating their technology is and how detailed they put into their work, how much detail they put into their work. It's really good experience experiencing it, and I think I'll always be a big fan, a contributor and a customer to Blackmagic as long as they keep doing this. Yeah, so I have a Fuji SH1. This color science kind of looks like that Fuji color science. It's nice vintage. You know, um, the browns have a gold color to them. The reds are like a real dark, deep maroon red. And so it's really different. It's not like a Canon or a Sony where everything is exactly how it looks. With to the naked eye. With this Blackmagic, with all Blackmagics, even the current Blackmagic 6K Pro, I'm not sure how the full frame is. I know the full frame is going to be a lot more exact than the previous versions, but they have a new Blackmagic full frame 6K, and so you can really. My assumption is that putting a 35 millimeter lens on it now, it's going to be 35 millimeters. It's not going to be 40 millimeters or 42 millimeters. So um, but some people consider it a flaw, but I kind of like my reds a little bit darker. I kind of like my greens. Um, the way that Blackmagic makes the greens, and I kind of like the way that there's some gold into the browns, even with the 6K, the 6K Pro, and the original Blackmagic order. I still have my Blackmagic Production 4K. So I like the way that looks because it just naturally gives me a completely different look and outlook of the projects that I'm doing. And then if I want to, reduce, the hue, I can reduce the hue in post. you know, to make, you know, like if it's a rose, you know, make the rose bright red instead of like a darker red, you know. So that's my experience with black magic. I really like it, you know, and I still have my red camera if I want to get something, you know, if I'm doing a serious project and I really want everything to look exactly how it is on at the production setup, or you know, at the time of production. So yeah, man, but you know, just trying to get better with my craft. Shot a time lapse, had a lot of fun at this location right here where I was next to the corporate Copper Blues or Cooper Blues, and you know, the bowling alley downtown and Stand Up Live. There was a DTP like security person, like a downtown Phoenix security person that came up and spoke to me about all the advancements that they're making. You probably saw in the earlier clip that there was some construction being done. And so they took out all those waterfalls. They're putting a big projector up there now. That projector is going to show, like, you know, football games, basketball games, baseball games. And it's going to really help those businesses over there. So that's going to be a nice advancement. Those waterfalls were kind of janky, you know. It wasn't jank, you know, it was for aesthetics. It wasn't like nothing, you know, pure. Like little 2-3-year-olds used to play in the waterfalls or whatever. And I also noticed that, yes, you can see I'm over here doing a time lapse of Jefferson. Jefferson is now has just as much traffic as Washington now. You know, super odd. You know, it didn't used to be like that. You know, Washington, it was, you know, traditionally the heavy traffic street. And Jefferson was the gateway to get out. Now it seems like, you know, maybe through construction or something, that they've done something over on Jefferson to, you know, help, you know, have people migrate over to Jefferson and not just stay on Washington Street, you know. So I think maybe they put parking over there or something. I don't know. I didn't really investigate, but yeah, they're doing some things over here, man. I like this Asus profile too. For some reason, when I do Asus with my 6K black magic, it doesn't come out this neat in the blacks, and it doesn't preserve, like, you know, the highlights as much, but it's doing a really good job with this black magic original. I'm gonna try it with my Canon 1DX to see if I get the same results. Asus is a new color, it's fairly new, it's been around for about 3 or 4 years now. Fairly new color profile that they use in movies like Netflix and stuff like that, and even some commercials where they want like some rich blacks, and you know, while, you know, still preserving light in the shadows, you know, and also preserving the highlights. It does a really good job of just keeping all the colors in place and keeping the light in place, so you don't have to mess around too much. I really like it. I just don't use it that much. I really like it though. I really like it a lot. Yeah, man, I just want to tap in one time, let you guys know what I was up to, what I've been doing. You know, this quite a journey. I think I'm gonna take my drone out either today or tomorrow, do some time-lapse work over there by the South Mountain Point, over by all those big hotels and restaurants and stuff, and probably take my Fuji out, you know, get some work with the Fuji, and, you know, let's take some pictures, some ducks and some wildlife out there. Yeah, man, I had a good time though, man. No regrets. Yeah, if you guys ever need any graphic design work, editing work, video production, music videos, commercials, documentaries, short films, real estate pictures, real estate videos, product photography, headshots, you know, I got a brand new lens for sports photography. It's 150 to 600 millimeter. No, I think it's 400. 150 to 400 millimeter Sigma DG. It's a sports lens, really nice. I've only used it. I've only went out there once with it so far. I actually got it to shoot these high school games, but the money wasn't right like it was supposed to. So if you got a budget, man, you want to hire somebody, you want to give somebody a shot, give me a call, man. 602-699-4922. You can check out some of my previous work at odumfilm.com. And I'm coming up with a new portfolio site here before the end of the year. I'm developing it right now. And so you'll have, you know, some of the more recent projects that I've done on the new site. And I'll probably put a submission form on the site as well, so that you can submit your project ideas, and so that we can, you know, talk a little bit more in depth and more accurately about what you have up to come. All right. This is Emeka Nwadiogbu for Odum Production. 602-699-4922 is the number. Holla at me.